I lingered near the entrance, holding a glass, casting a final glance at the lively room before quietly slipping away. Dana had pleaded with me to attend tonight. Her supervisor's party. She called it a huge career move, a chance to make connections. All she needed was for me to smile, shake hands, and look the part of the supportive husband. I did exactly that. I exchanged pleasantries with strangers I'd never see again, laughed at humor that fell flat, and pretended to fit into a lifestyle that never felt like mine. But I was done. The chatter, the fake pleasantries, the polished perfection, it all rang empty. I had to leave. I reached into my coat for my phone and car keys, already deciding to wait outside and text Dana to enjoy the rest of her night. She was likely somewhere in the back of the house, still lighting up the room with her charm and impressing her manager. I didn't want to disturb her. I just needed to breathe. The hallway was quieter than the rest of the estate. Dim, muted, like a forgotten passage tucked between laughter and clinking drinks. As I rounded the bend toward the front, I slowed beside the guest washroom. The door stood slightly open. That's when I heard them. Two hushed voices, tense and close. One was Dana's. My heart stumbled. "He can't find out." "Not yet," Dana murmured. Her words were soft, but filled with urgency. A man responded, deep and agitated. "You've been stalling for weeks. He's not stupid. He's going to catch on." A silence fell. Then Dana again, quieter now. "I know. Just not tonight. Let me handle it." My stomach turned. I stood paralyzed, heart frozen mid-beat, muscles coiled between barging in and retreating. But I didn't move. Couldn't. I stayed still, listening as the truth of my marriage started to quietly fall apart. The man exited first. I recognized him instantly. David, her manager. He strolled out casually, adjusting his sleeves like nothing had happened. Dana followed shortly, scanning the hall like a thief sneaking away. She didn't spot me. I'd already stepped back into the shadows near the coat rack, holding my breath, my thoughts spinning. Only after she vanished into the crowd did I slip out the door. The buzz inside dulled by the thick wood as it latched behind me. I stood for a moment on the front steps, trying to calm my shaking hands. Was this an affair? A hidden plan? Something worse? My thoughts spun wildly. The air felt heavy. I sat in the car, unmoving, watching guests come and go. My stomach churned not with envy, but with something deeper. Suspicion. Dread. I wasn't ready to confront her. Not yet. I needed certainty. About an hour later, Dana walked out, glowing and laughing, arms linked with another couple. When she saw me, she hurried over, cheeks pink. "There you are," she beamed, sliding into the seat. "Thought you'd taken off." "Just needed some space," I replied, the lie bitter on my tongue. She didn't hear the coldness in my voice. Or she chose not to. On the ride home, she gushed about how well the night had gone, how pleased David was with her pitch. I nodded along, hands stiff on the wheel. I listened as she relived every compliment and conversation. She didn't notice the tightness in my jaw. Didn't realize I never looked at her, only ahead. That night, lying beside her in bed, I stared at the ceiling wide-eyed, listening to her breathing slow as she drifted to sleep. I replayed the words I'd heard, wondering how many lies had been hidden in whispers and unfinished thoughts. The woman beside me suddenly felt unfamiliar. In the days that followed, I wore the mask of the loving husband. I kissed her goodbye, made meals, asked about her day. But I was observing. Every message she dismissed too quickly, every call she ignored, every half-typed reply. I took mental notes. Eventually I began following her. Not obsessively, just enough. I mapped her routine. Most days she drove straight home. But twice she strayed. Once to a downtown bar where she sat with David. Too close, speaking with their faces tilted toward one another, fingertips nearly touching. Another time, a quiet park, beneath the shade of an old oak tree. Whispers exchanged like secret lovers. Took pictures. I gathered proof. I wasn't chasing paranoia. I needed evidence. Solid, undeniable. One evening, she arrived home later than usual. Said traffic was bad. He nodded. Long meeting with David again? Asked gently. She hesitated a beat too long. Yeah, it ran over. I smiled faintly. He keeps you busy. Her lips parted as if to explain, but she didn't. Just nodded. He does. I kissed her head and walked away. But that night I made my decision. A week later after dinner, I waited until she was cleaning dishes. I laid the photographs on the dining table. No anger. No theatrics. What is this? Asked, my tone even. She stopped, cold, muscles tight, then turned. Her eyes landed on the images, her and David, sharing space meant for lovers. Where did you get these? She asked, voice trembling.